Hello and welcome. We are back now with the Tomodachi game. And we're on episode 8, by the way. Now, here's the thing. After watching Tomodachi game over and over again, it comes to my attention, and I can't believe that we forgot to mention this. I forgot that we should say this, or even notice this by now. It's about the MC, Yuichi. Yuichi, every time where there's a wicked smile that he always has a plan. He always has a plan like 2 or 3 steps ahead of people. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Death Note. You know how Light Yagami and always have a step up plan against L and Light succeeds. In this one, we got it. In this episode, it was a lot of dialogue. I'm not kidding. It has a lot of dialogue. But this episode was not about the physical attribute of hide and seek. Is the mental problems of hide and seek. Yes, and then mental problems is more worse than physical problems. And in this case, this is Tenji's well-being. This is he deserves it, man. He deserves it. But episode 8 of Tomodachi game showed me that friends can't be trusted, especially if a friend is mentally insanely stupid. Well, crazy going to the limits, if you catch my drift. But let's get right to the review of the Tomodachi game episode 8 review. Okay, now, we kick things off with Yuichi and the new girl and Tenji against a team that been childhood friends. In fact, they're up against a group that's played on the same team together. They are the best team. So, but it's going to be backfire to them. There's going to be a lot of backfire in that team. But moving on. So, Yuichi needs to find a plan to win this game. Now, the rule of hide and seek goes. This is a big plan around here. Rule number 1, no violence. So in other words, if the seeker found the hider, you can't beat him up and say, "Where you at? Where you at? Where's he at?" You can't beat him up. Violence not allowed. 2, there's food and storage for everybody to have. But the thing about that is you can't tell no one where you at, though. That is forbidden. And another thing is, if a hider has been hiding for days, kind of like how Survivor is, I'm pretty sure everyone watched Survivor. If you got this little detonator bomb thing in your hand, you got a grenade, anytime you want to say, you know what, I've been hiding for days, I can't take it anymore, bing, okay, that's it. Your team loses because he gave up. So Yuichi hid Tenji in a cave. A cave, okay, somewhere in the outskirts of the forest. You really think people are going to find him? That's why he put him there. And then, he trusted Yuichi. But then in that moment, we got a little flashback going on in this one. A little flashback. After that, he was gone for 2 days. He left Tenji in a cave for 2 freaking days. You ask yourself, was that his plan? Was that Yuichi's plan from the beginning? The answer is yes. Because like I said, Yuichi has this he has this plan. He always has a plan. Every time he has that wicked smile, or the fake smile, he always have this plan, you know what I mean? And he wraps people's fingers around. So to him, it was like, oh, he's been gone for 2 days. Where is he at? Now, you can't give away his spot. If Yuichi was to bring some food or water to him, they would have found him. It's like, oh, he's hiding right there because he's bringing him food. Just like that. Now, Tenji is in that mental state. He's all like, I can't stand anything anymore. It's like one of those moments where you want to rip your shirt like, ah! Or the moment you rip your hair out and you can't take it anymore. That's what Tenji is doing. And then he got these ideas like, what if Yuichi betrays me after everything I've done for him? And I told him about revenging my father. Oh, this for nothing? He's gonna leave me in this cave to die? Wait a minute. What if that girl he's with? what if they sleeping together or eating food together without me? He's in that state when he asks a lot of freaking questions, and you can see in his face, you can see in his lips, like he's all he's in that mental state, and I'm like, oh my god, he's panicking. Now there were moments where he's like, I can't take it. Let me just flash drive for a bit. He's like, I can't take it. But he's like, I gotta calm down. But he's like, oh, I got the phone. So he calling Yuichi, didn't pick up. And then when he thought it was Yuichi, he's like, a member from Group K, and said, oh, he's with us. And then that animation where he literally just like, froze, like, oh my god. And I kind of broke, like, that moment when he got the phone call from one of the members of Group K, it literally just shocked him. Like, he was shocked about that answer, about the call. He was saying about, oh, Yuichi betrayed you. He told us our secrets. He told us the plan and whatnot, and the rules and whatnot. And I kind of, and then you see Yuichi and the girl with Group K. So then you get like a little then you get like a flashback before the even game started about how it got to this point, and how Group K's backstory, not really their backstory, but you know, they childhood friends. Some of them are childhood friends, but they've been on the same team together, so they have this bond that they have. And the thing about Tomodachi game is that with friendship comes with bonds. And when you have bonds, you gotta stick together. You got this bond that you've been holding for so long that, you know what, I trust him for many, many years. It's like you have this one friend that you know since childhood, and you and this childhood friend know that when in doubt, we're always stick together. And just like the Group K group, they've been stick together. And yeah, there are a lot of personality traits in this one. You got one who's like, I will say somewhat the dim-witted guy, you know. And then you got one guy who's mostly like the poetry type. And you got one who's like gullible. Like, you know what I mean? There's different personalities in this group, but their bond is so strong. Now, you got, and then Tenji's all hallucinating. He's in that state now where he's all hallucinating, where he's like, yes, water. Thank you, Yuichi. But it was actually a fake. He wasn't there. He was hallucinating, like, thank you. Oh, the water's good. Oh, the meat bun. Thank you. He was hallucinating. He's in that state right now. Oh my God, he can't take it anymore. And then, and you talking about traitor? Like, oh my God, the worst. I don't think Yuichi's the worst guy. I don't think so. It's just the way how he plays this hide and seek game. He got a plan. There's no question about that. He got a freaking plan. I mean, just right now, just like this episode, when he sat down at the table and told Group K what he gonna do, he's like, I have an idea. Let me switch groups. Let me be in Group K. And in that moment, it's like, wait, what? So you swap, because you can do it in the hide and seek game. You can swap groups. So he's like, let me switch to Group K. And in that moment in time, they were shocked. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. I don't think he's gonna leave Tenji behind. To me, I don't think so. Because again, every Tomodachi game Yuichi's been on. The first game, the second game, and now this game. And anytime Yuichi has that wicked smile, that evil, cunning smile that he has, we all know, matter of fact, I know, but we know he has a plan up his sleeve. He always has a plan. The wicked smile, fake smile means he has a plan. And when I look at him saying, with that hand table, and he said, let me join Group K, you know he has a freaking plan. So why are we, it's not like we're surprised. It's not like I'm surprised, but it's just like, you know, we know what he's gonna, we all know he got a plan in motion. So we're gonna see how that goes. So let's see what next week's episode is all about. But like I said, this was a great episode because this episode wasn't about, this hide and seek game wasn't about seeker, the hider find the seeker. No, this was about the mental state of how you play hide and seek. Like, this is all about the mental, like, it mess with you mentally. That's what I'm trying to say. This hide and seek game will mess you up mentally and not physically. So again, this hide and seek game, it really is a challenging for Tenji, so because he's in that phase. Like he goes through like Tenji's going through every phase. From like, from happy to like trust and untrust, and now he's just hallucinating. Like he's in that state. So now I'm like, this plan ain't going well for Tenji. But Yuichi, leaving to old boy Yuichi to have a plan in motion. But like I said, this was a great episode. I like it, by the way. And I can't wait to see Yuichi's plan in the Tomodachi game. And yeah, we're almost done with this episode. So we're almost done with this game. Hopefully they show us the next game if they continue on. With a little more episodes left down the road, it's safe to say that Tomodachi game will be like in a top 10 spring anime. Probably like 8th or 7th at best. Because with all the new with all the new shows that's coming out this year, I think this show is going to be like slept on because nobody will take this show seriously, despite the fact that it's not like a Squid Game aspect or category compulsive gambler, but still give this show a try. So again, I look forward for next week's episode of the Tomodachi game, and I can't wait to see Yuichi's plan in motion after he decided to join Group K. So stay tuned for next week.